Hey guys, this is magykone, and this is episode 4 of the Undead Nightmare for Red Dead Redemption walkthrough. And so, let's get going. So, I am going to go find some desert sage in Cape Tooth Ridge. I was thinking about going to Tall Trees since it is a bit easier than Cape Tooth Ridge, but I decided to go there first since it would take longer, and it's actually closer than Tall Trees is. So yeah. For episode 5, I'm going to go to Tall Trees first. So, yeah, so you guys won't have to watch me traveling all the way there. If you guys are having trouble get there, just use your map and set a waypoint there. So, I'm on my way to Cape Tooth Ridge, I believe. Yeah, Cape Tooth Ridge. I think I said Breach at the end of my last video, which you guys really do not need to watch. It's just a traveling mission, and so is most of this one. This one's scavenging, so there's a little bit more, and there's actually a little bit of a surprise at the end of it, in it. So yeah. I think you guys probably know if you've already played this. So, yep. I'm not sure why you'd be watching this, but there you go. Yeah. So I think we're almost there. Yeah. Probably almost there, and then yeah, Cape Tooth Ridge. So please check out my personal channel, A21NY. It doesn't mean anything, it's just that when I made it, I just thought, well, hey, I want one of those names like those guys on YouTube and everything else. I want a name like those, so that's what I did. I just put A21NY. It was actually my Xbox Live gamer tag for a while. I probably should have kept it since magykone, people call it magykone, which I do not like. So yeah, actually finding these desert sage, I thought it would be a lot harder for me since usually it takes longer. It's harder than the violet snowdrop. There's like this other one called fever flower or something, and if you look at your mini map while you're searching, it just makes it a lot easier. But you can't actually see what type of flower it is. So yeah. So a couple times I do find the wild fever flower instead of desert sage since it's not the only thing out here. Yeah. So what I said before is use your mini map to scavenge. So when you're walking around on your horse, little flower icons like the one that just popped up right now will show up on your mini map, and this one was a desert sage. No, that's wired fever flow or whatever. So it's the blue flowers. They're the big bushels of those things. They're like dandelions almost. So don't go for those. Those ones aren't good. So another one pops up, and this one is desert sage. So if you can't find it right away, go towards the bush. They're actually a bush with little purple flowers or blue flowers. So yeah, there you go. 1 desert sage, 4 more, and then yep. So I managed to find 1, and then I believe that there is a second one in this area that I find. So yeah. I wish I knew how to speed this up, guys. I really, really do. I'm really sorry. So, here comes this lady, and she said that she needs help, but there's nothing behind her. So what does she need help with? And then there was some desert sage right there. Nope, that was the wired fever flu. If you don't want to get messed up or anything, I would recommend picking it up. So just because, and then dropping it someplace else maybe. So I killed the zombies that were chasing the lady right there. There's only 2 of them. I'm surprised she couldn't just like choke them or something. Yeah. So again, if you are getting annoyed by the wild fever flow or whatever, try picking it up, and so that you don't find it again. I think I did that once in this video, so because I didn't want to get messed up by it again. So I decided to leave the area since there was nothing else here. So I climbed up that rock quickly, and I think I found 2 or 3 over here. So, I think most of the placement in this game is actually random for everybody's playthrough. So, if you are going to copy this, I probably wouldn't. I'd copy most of it, not the scavenging parts, or this part anyway. Scavenging, just do it the way I did. So that's just the recommended way to do it. And yeah, there's a dog that I shot at a little bit right here. I'm gonna shoot at him. I thought I could kill it, but then he ran into the bushes and I couldn't see him anymore. So I just shot randomly. I think I hit him. So, but he didn't die since it's a zombie dog. And you have to shoot it in the head to kill it instantly. Yeah. So also looking down also helps a little bit. So if your mini map doesn't pick it up, maybe you will, since it's a bush with little purple flowers inside of it. Yeah. This may seem like it's taking a little while, but it was actually faster than the last time I did this. The last time I did this, it took me almost 3 or 4 days to find these things. They're really hard to find. So yeah. I wasn't like constantly searching or anything. I'm on no life, but it did take me a little while to find these things. Probably because I wasn't searching in this area. If everything's the same as before, but so it looks like I didn't find anything in that area like I thought I was going to. So I decided to move on, and oh, there was something on the mini map. So I quickly spun around, and if you miss it with your horse, just jump off and run back in the general direction. What the heck? I ran into the rock. So yeah, if you do miss it, just run in the general direction, and there it is, desert sage. Yeah, it looks like a bush. It looks like kind of like a fern. So there you go. So I have to collect 3 more in this place. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's just basically almost what the whole video is. It's just me traveling around trying to find some desert sage, and somehow I got ammo from that. I don't know how I got ammo. I think the guy just yells out randomly, and then I get ammo. So maybe if he yells more, I'll get more ammo. That'd be really useful. So if you're traveling fast enough, you could probably get up any of these rocks if you're going fast enough. So yeah, those special surprises coming up. So if there's anything that you guys really want me to talk about, please comment on this and tell me. Like if you guys are having problems with anything. Yeah. So there's some wild fever flow or whatever it is. And so I just picked that up since I didn't want it to bother me anymore. So I think I backtracked there again. But, usually whenever there's a flower, desert sage is usually nearby, and there it is right there. Let's see. It's that bush. I walked past it, but then I found it. So there you go. There you go. 2 more desert sage left. So I was looking randomly at my minimap, and a mythical creature has appeared in the area. So I pull out my lasso, and there it is. One of the horses of the apocalypse. It's the one. It's the flame horse. So this guy actually took me a couple tries to get. I have no idea why. So, because apparently he tries to ride away from you, if you don't move, if you're not close enough to him when you lasso him, apparently he rides away from you. So that's pretty much the only reason why I didn't get him, because he was pulling me along, and apparently I wasn't moving fast enough. So I just quit my horse and decided to go on foot. See, he pulled me forward. I eventually figured out what was going wrong, so I just tried to get as close to him as possible in a little while. See, I thought I had him right here, but then he starts to run away, and then I get pulled on my face. Owned. John Mustard, you have been owned by a horsey. So, so yeah, I kind of looked down here to see the distance between me and the guy, so I lassoed him. Fortunately, I thought I was gonna lose him, but he was stupid enough to run into the cactus, so I managed to get on him. And here's the breaking tutorial. If you want to break something, just use your left stick in the opposite direction of the guy is pointing, or the guy's facing, or falling, as it were. So, yep, that's pretty much the only way to break a horse. If you can manage to keep yourself centered throughout the whole thing, that's pretty amazing feat. I can never do it. I think I could if I really tried, but I'd never really try. Just want the horse. This is actually one of the best horses in the game, because whenever you ride around on him, he sets things on fire. So he sets enemies on fire when you hit them at a high enough speed. And the 4 horses of the apocalypse never run out of stamina, so you can pretty much ride them as hard as you want, and they will never stop moving. So yeah. And I think this one dies faster than the other ones do, but I'm not completely sure. So yeah, most of them have a pretty nice amount of health on them. So we're near the end of the video. Found some desert sage right there, and yeah, I missed it because I keep thinking it's on the ground. All right, so there's the desert sage, and then so let's finish this video up. So I have one more, and then here we go. Put my lasso away, so I don't need that anymore. And then yeah. Just walk over to my waypoint, which apparently was in a ditch right there. But it did lead me to the final desert sage, which I'm going to get in a couple seconds. There it is, right there. So, yep. Again, I mentioned this walkthrough is going to be completely full, so all the way through the campaign. So, anyway, please comment, like, and subscribe so I know that you guys want these videos, but you guys probably don't.